students, how are you all? Hope you all are safe and fine at your home. So students, welcome back in your mathematics class. This is class 9th for chapter 10 circles. This is our lecture number 9. In today's lecture we will discuss all HOTS questions of optional exercise 10.6 from NCERT. Okay, so start your exercise 10.6 with question number 1. So first question of exercise 10.6 from NCERT is, prove that the line of centers of two intersecting circles subtends equal angles at the 2 points of intersection. So students, we have to draw diagram first of question number first. First of all, he said two circles are intersecting at 2 points. We will give them as name A, B. This is the radius of this circle. This is the center of this circle, and this is the center of this circle. We will meet these center point to the point of intersection on both sides and meet both the centers. According to the question, we have to prove that this line of intersection, line of centers of two intersecting circles subtended equal angle at the 2 points of intersection. It means we have to prove that angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other. So we will start our question with the proper information. What is given? O dash are centers and A and B are intersecting points. A and B are intersecting points. To prove, we have to prove that angle A1 is equal to angle 2, or otherwise we can say that angle A is equal to angle B. So students, we have to start our proof. In triangle AOO dash and triangle BOO dash, we need 3 elements. First of all, OO dash is equal to OO dash common. OA is equal to OB, radius of same circle, and then after this AO dash is equal to BO dash, radius of second circle. So that by SSS congruence rule, we have both the triangle AOO dash is congruent to triangle BOO dash. If these two triangles are congruent, then we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 2 by CP/CT. This question is proved now. It is very easy question. We have to only understand the statement and then give the proof. Now question number 2. Question number 2. Two chords AB and CD of the length 5 cm, 11 cm respectively of a circle are parallel to each other. So first of all, we have to draw a diagram and then we will read the remaining question. So we have a circle and we have two different chords AB and CD which are parallel to each other and they are present on the opposite side of the center. If this is our center O, so we will take AB and CD here. So this is we will take AB because AB is 5 cm. We will take CD because CD is 11 cm, and obviously it is looking smaller than CD. So this is AB and CD which are present on the opposite side of the center. They both are parallel to each other. and it is 5 centimeter, it is 11 centimeter. Now the remaining question, if the distance between AB and CD is 6 centimeter, it means this point O, we will take P and Q. It means PQ is given as 6 centimeter. We have to find the radius of the circle. So first of all, we have to draw a radius. So we will draw a radius like this. This is also a radius. They both are radius. We have to find the radius of the circle. So what is given? First of all, AB is equal to 5 centimeter, CD is equal to 11 centimeter, and what is the relation between them? They are parallel, and PQ is 6 centimeter. To prove, we have to find radius. Proof. So student, first of all, we will take, if this complete side is 6, so one is x and another one is 6 minus x. So let OQ is x and OP is 6 minus x. And according to the first theorem of our triangle, according to the theorem AQ, we will write here according to theorem. Which theorem? First theorem. Then we will draw a line from the center of the circle to a chord. It is always perpendicular bisector. So OQ is perpendicular on AB and OP is perpendicular on CD, and they also bisect the chord. So this is 5 by 2, this is also 5 by 2, this is 11 by 2, and this is also 11 by 2. Now students, in triangle AOQ, and triangle, we have to take these two triangles AOQ and COP, and we have to find the radius. If we will apply Pythagoras theorem or the congruency, it's up to you. So first of all, we will try a Pythagoras theorem. So students, first of all, in triangle AOQ, AO square is hypotenuse, and then OQ square plus AQ square. Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Hypotenuse, we will take it as radius r. They both are radius r. So this is hypotenuse. OQ is perpendicular and then base. R square is equal to OQ is x square plus AQ is 5 by 2 square. This is r square is equal to x square plus 25 by 4, equation number 1. This is our equation number 1. In triangle COP, CO square is equal to PO square plus CP square. It is r square, it is also 6 minus x square plus 11 by 2 square. So it is r square, then it is we will open this whole square, a minus b whole square, then a square plus b square minus 2ab. So 12x plus 121 upon 4. This is our equation number 2. Now student, see, in equation number 1 and 2, they both are equal to the same thing. They both are equal to r square and r square. So they should equal to each other also. So we will write like this, from equation 1 and equation number 2. X square plus 25 upon 4 is equal to 36 plus x square minus 12x plus 121 upon 4. So student, for solving, x square will cancel with the x square, then it is minus 12x change to the other side, it will be positive 12x, then 36 plus 121 upon 4 minus 25 upon 4. We will take LCM on this side as 4. It is 36 plus it is 121 and minus it is 4 into 36. It is 4 into 36, and then we will solve this. Then it is 12x is equal to 240 divided by 4, which is 12x is equal to 60 and then x is equals to 5. So the value of x is 5 centimeter. If value of x is 5 centimeter, then we will put in equation number 1 as choice is yours. You have to put in equation number 2. So equation number 1 was this. So because we have to find radius now, so we will put the value of here. Then it is r square is equal to 25 plus 25 upon 4. We will take LCM. Then it is 100 plus 25 is equal to 125 upon 4. And then r is equal to 125 upon 4 root. So it when we will solve it is as 125, then we know it very well. 125 is 5 into 5 into 5 and 4 is 2 into 2. Then it is 5 upon 2 root 5, because pair will be coming outside and then the without pair number will be present inside the root. So student, this is the radius of the centimeter. This is the radius of question number 2nd. Now question number 3rd. The statement of the question number 3rd is the length of two parallel chords of a circle are 6 cm and 8 cm. It is similar as question number 2. If the smaller chord is at the distance of 4 cm from the center, what is the distance of the other chord from the center? So he said that two smaller chords of the parallel chords of the circles are given, and it is not given that they, like in question number 2 is already given, they both are present opposite of the circle. In this question it is not given that both the chords are present on the same side of the center or the opposite of each other from the center of the circle. So two possible diagrams are present here. I will explain only diagram and then you will solve the question. So we have one circle is this and the another circle is this. Two possible diagram, first diagram and then second diagram. We have two chords, 6 cm and 8 cm. So if this is the center O and this is the center O, if we will take both the chords opposite to the center of the circle, then we will take AB CD as 6 cm and 8 cm. And he said smaller chord is distance 4 cm from the center. Smaller one is AB. This is 4 cm is given, and we have to find the distance of the other chord from the center. So we have to, OP is 4 cm, OQ is not given. We will let it x centimeter, and we do not know about the radius also. So student, we have to find the value of x. We will take r on the both side. Again in this question we will apply Pythagoras theorem and we have to find the value of x. In the previous question we have to find the value of r. So first of all we found the value of x and then we put the value in one equation and then find the value of r. But in this question this is a smaller as compared to question number 2. We have only find the value of x. So we will apply Pythagoras theorem in both the triangles, then take the value of r square and r square from both the triangles and then put equal to them and then find the value of x. Now the second possible diagram is, if we will take both the A, B, C, D, both the chords on the same side of the center. It is also possible because like second question it is already told na that both the chords are present on the opposite to the center. It is also possible in the some question they already give you that both the chords are present on the same side of the circle. So you have to try this question also. So this is O dash P is already 4 cm we have to find OQ, O dash Q, we have to find this. So first of all what you will do, first of all you will take triangle APO dash, in which you know that this is 6 cm, then this is 3, this is also 3 and this is 4 cm. So we will find the radius from this right angle triangle, because we know the base as well as we know the perpendicular, so it is very easy to find the radius. After this we will take another chord and we will meet this line. We know that this is 8 centimeter, so this is 4 and this is 4. Now we in this is also a right angle triangle. We know the base, but we do not about this distance OQ, we have to find, but we know the radius now, because in the use of first triangle we already find the radius in your question. So you will use hypotenuse as well as base here and then find the perpendicular. So it is very easy question. I already explained the possible two diagrams of this question. Choice is yours. Then how will you solve this question? Solve it. Okay. Now the next question. Question number 5th. Prove that the circle drawn with any side of a rhombus as diameter passes through the point of intersection of its diagonal. So first of all we have to draw a diagram. We have a rhombus like this. This is A, B, C and D. We know it very well that rhombus of all the sides of a rhombus are equal to each other, and 90 degree. They diagonals intersect each other at 90 degree. So students, according to the question, ABCD is a rhombus whose diagonal AC and BD intersect at point E. Let O be the center of, यहाँ पर हम ले लेंगे क्योंकि एक साइड से हमें एक साइड को एज अ डायमीटर लेकर तो हम इसको ऐसे सर्कल बनाएंगे, करेक्ट. सो O अगर हमने सेंटर लिया, दिस इज अवर डायमीटर, वी विल पुट अवर कंपास हेयर एंड ड्रॉ अ सर्कल विच पासिस थ्रू द A and B and AB as the diameter of the circle. So what is given to us? ABCD is a rhombus. AB is diameter of circle. To prove, circle passes through the point E, because they said point of intersection, which I marked as point E. So students, we know that diagonals of a rhombus intersect each other at right angle, intersect each other at right angle. So definitely angle AEB is equal to 90 degree. AEB is equal to 90 degree. We know it very well. When we know that circle is passes through the point E, it means this angle is present in a semicircle. This angle is present in a semicircle. So clearly it is visible that circle with AB as diameter passes through E. Because how we can say that कि सर्कल E से पास हो रहा है, because हमें ये पता है कि ये 90 डिग्री का एंगल है, because rhombus diagonal intersect each other at point of intersection and then they will make a 90 degree angle, and then he said circle is passes through the AB as a diameter. We know that the angle present in a semicircle is always 90 degree. So this angle is 90 degree. This is only possible when circle is passes through the point of intersection of diagonals inside a rhombus. So now next question. So students, question number 5th already explained. Question number 6th and 7th are very easy. Now question number 8th. So first of all, we have to draw a diagram. According to the question, the bisectors of angle ABC of a triangle intersect at the circumcircle at point D. Circumcircle means circle के अंदर at the center of the circle. We have to prove that or we have to find the angle of DEF, which are already given, that angle D should be equal to 90 degree minus half of angle A. Angle B F is equal to 90 degree minus half of angle B, and angle F is equal to 90 degree minus half of angle C. First of all, this is our circle. This is our triangle ABC. Now students, I only explain one angle and then you will find the remaining two angles. Bisector of angle A intersect the circumcircle at point D. So it means it is A by 2, it is A by 2. And then bisector of angle B at point E, it means it is B by 2 and it is also B by 2. And the bisector of the angle C is C by 2 and C by 2 at point F. Because we have to find the angles of triangle DEF, so first of all we have to made a triangle DEF for joining the all three points. This is your diagram. So first of all, what is given to us? You have to write first given, and then to prove given, triangle ABC is given, and then the three bisectors of all three angles are given. We have to prove that angle D, angle E and F are equal to the given angles. Proof. First of all students, I will explain angle D, then you will find angle E as well as angle F. Angle D, this is angle D. We will mark them angle 1 and 2. Angle D is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. Angle D is made by this arc EF. Angle D is made by this arc EF. Angle 1 is made by which arc? Angle 1 is made by which arc? AFC. AF this arc AF, and this arc is made angle 1 here. AF made angle, arc AF made angle 1. Students, please try to recognize that any another angle is made by the same arc. Yes, AF, this arc is made by us another angle which is C by 2. See, this AF is made by this C by 2. So if same arc is made by two arc, AF is made another angle C by 2. If one arc made two different angles, so definitely they are equal to each other. So angle 1 is equal to angle C by 2. Angle C by 2. Now we have to find the angle 2 with the same method. Angle 2 is made by arc AE. Angle 2 is made by arc AEC. AE is made another angle which is this B by 2. We will write arc AE made two angles, angle 2 and angle B by 2. So definitely they are equal to each other, made by same arc. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Add equation number 1 and 2. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle C by 2 plus angle B by 2. We will take LCM, which is C plus B divided by 2. So students, we know it very well that angle A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degree because of angle sum property. So what is the value of B plus C? Angle B plus C is equal to 180 degree minus angle A. So half of the B plus C, half of B plus C is 180 degree minus half of angle this. So we will put this value here, 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 180 degree minus half of angle 2. Then it is 180 degree by 2 minus half of angle by 2, which is equal to 90 degree minus A by 2. So see, this is your angle D, because 1 plus 2 is angle D. Angle D is equal to 90 degree minus half of angle A. We have to prove it. So student, with this same method you have to find angle E as well as angle F. Now your lecture is finished. Your homework. Students, today's maths homework. First of all, you have to do all questions of exercise 10.6, that optional exercise from NCERT, in your homework notebook. And remember one thing, that you have to do all the classwork question as well as homework question in your homework notebook. In all the geometry chapters, you have to write reasons given, all the statements right side, all the reasons why you are putting any relation, why you are giving this excuse that two sides are equal, two angles are equal, they are equal to this, they are double of this, they are half of this. Why you have to give the reasons? It is compulsory. In circle and all the geometry chapters, diagrams are the most important thing, and proper label the diagram. That's why each and everyone easily recognize that you want to say this and that. So students, you have to complete your exercise 10.5 and 10.6, and then if you have any doubt, then we will discuss all these things in your live classes. Otherwise you will put on your WhatsApp group about your doubt. So students, thank you. Have a nice day.